neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Well, maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things? Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark and wonder what they were? Did you ever pretend about things like that? Did you ever pretend about things like that? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every other person in the world. Some can do some things, some can do others. Did you ever think of the many things you've learned to do? Many things you Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Did you feel like going like that? Let's give the fish some food. Mr. McFeely, I didn't order any whistles.
That's what they call a slide whistle.
Did you feel like going like that? There are so many things to learn about in this world, and so many people who can help us learn. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow.
You want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
It's fucking distracting. Oh, good. 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 No, no, fuck, no. 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 No. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
And I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired.
Shut the
fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.
And they deserve respect. Just kidding, they should suck my dick. Vagina, vagina. I wanna have sex with your vagina. Vagina, vagina. 2 + 2 = vagina. My love is like lightning. It gives girls orgasms. My dick is like an airplane. It gives girls orgasms. I'm the Wayne Gretzky of sexual stuff. I'm the Hulk Hogan of slamming muff. I'm the Indiana Jones of exploring crotch. I'm the Shakespeare of enormous cock. I'm the Helen Keller of having sex. No, wait, that's a bad example. Why did my penis cross the road? To get to the other vagina. Vagina. I wanna have sex with your vagina. 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 E = MC vagina. I've got a present for you right here. Actually, it's not a present, it's my penis, and I like to call it the spear. The spears are long and hard, just like my penis. I don't like it when you talk, cause that just means you're not sucking my cock. Love is for girls and gays. If you wanna be with me, it goes one of 2 ways. Either you have sex with me, or you have sex with me. I have really good sex moves that I learned in China. I'm a sexual tiger, and I feed on vagina. Vagina, vagina. I wanna have sex with your vagina. Vagina, vagina. What time is it? It's vagina. What's the difference between a girl's mouth and a girl's vagina? There is none. I want my penis to be inside both of those things. I'm a good sex man. Girls love my sex. I'm a good sex man, 'cause my sex is the best. I'm like Jean-Claude Van Damme, but instead of fighting people, I have sex with them.
Oh, hi. You've joined me once again. Someone has. Maybe. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I figured out many special things today. Rafael Cruz is a time-traveling assassin responsible both for JFK and Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know how it's possible. I found that rabbit hole at some point. All I know is, I'm glad I don't know anything about the Clintons. It's really loud in my ears. Let me check audio. Let me check the audios. Because I can't tell. I can't tell at all. Here we go. Hopefully. Okay. It seems to be a nice little balance. There we go. My chat box doesn't seem to want to be playing there. Why is that? We're gonna have to figure that out. Changed a bunch of stuff on OBS. At least I got my image reel to work using DaVinci Resolve software, video editing. It's way too overcomplicated for me, but I'm learning stuff. Feel like I could be a little bit louder. Maybe move this a little bit over here. Yeah. Is that better? Yeah. I could probably speak up a little bit too. That's always helpful. Alright. Why? Maybe this should be down. Hey, look at that. I'm smart. Whoop. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. You hear nothing. That's impossible because I'm listening to it on my phone as a monitor. You are now a moderator. The background music's supposed to be low, so I can talk over it. But if you want a little more of that, we'll bump you up a little bit. Bump some of that up. No big deal. We'll bump that up too. You'll bump it up a little more. Everybody loves a Shamashan. A little Koto. How do you like Starfish Prime's internet pool party? Isn't that super fun? Alright, let me get back to this main page here. Here we are. Yeah, you can time yourself out now. That's good. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I wonder if I can time you out. I don't know. I would never think to do such a thing. Because that stuff's dumb. I thought about a wrench no state or a no wrench no state. And I decided to go with it mainly because it's just a button you can click. And so it gives you something to do. Look at my old, dirty ass old memes. Nothing but stuff. Now why is that not popping up now? There should be text on here. Why is there not text on here now? This is all correct. Oh. Maybe because I got a transition. Aha! Change the settings. You gotta transition them. So that should be popping up here in a second on the actual live thing. Actually, in about 8 seconds. Where are you gonna pop up now? Pop up now. There it goes. Alright. Look at that. Still don't. Nightbot, you bastard, haven't come around yet. Alright, let's see if I can find. Did you catch the part where I figured out who killed Jeffrey Epstein? It was Rafael Cruz, same guy who shot JFK. Somehow, he's able to travel through time, put himself in a security prison, freeze time, just walk right in, suicide the guy, walk right out. He just lives outside of it. So all that happened, and they were just like watching on video, and just 1 minute, not even a minute, just one noticeable moment from the next. That was it. That was it. Rafael Cruz. Let's see. Alright. All this stuff. What is this? Alright. Looking at something here. Got all this bullshit. I don't really know too much about the... He may have killed Lincoln. That's actually a good point. He might have even shot, the hell's that guy? McKinley, and got away with it too. He's like an evil fucking Doctor Who, just popping in and out through time, using his, shit, I don't have a joke prepared for this. Using some sort of time machine, for lack of a better word. Probably not a phone booth. Something, maybe an old Bacardi bottle. I don't know, something a Cuban immigrant would use. Oh, wait. Rusty old Lifecraft. Something like that. He's got a time-traveling makeshift raft. There we go. It's called the Chrono Raft. And it just kind of slowly is kind of a relative term, but no, he didn't kill him. Hitler's been going through time trying to stop him since 1945. He just keeps failing at it. That's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. He's like Quantum Leap, you know? Like he's got fucking like Scott Bakula. He just keeps popping into the different people. So he can't change history. Just can't change it. So yes, he might have killed Rafael Cruz, might have killed Lincoln, JFK, attempted to kill McKinley, probably attempted to kill Ronald Reagan too. My God, does it ever end? The rabbit hole. It's terrible. Him, Raphael, and his makeshift time-traveling raft. Full of Bacardi. Alright, so let's test this next thing. Because I'm gonna bullshit about something that's been scraping my nuts, grinding them to a core. And I don't really care to well, I'm gonna bitch about it. So why do I preface things and say the opposite of what I'm gonna do? Let's find this here. We were talking about this. I think we were talking about this in the god damn it. Oops. Is this thread? Actually, better off following, not following. There we go. Where'd you go? Here we are. I should have just pinned this stupid thing. We'll go ahead and like that. Let's see. Tweets and replies. Let's see, you know what I mean? Let's see, you know what I mean? Gotta just go ahead and get that out of there. Let's see, old boomer Victor here. Refresh this page, maybe. It's not doing anything. Okay, yeah, here we go. Alright. Find this motherfucker. Found him. Then we can try and set up my crystal ball. We're gonna find my crystal ball. And we're gonna see if that works. This is when... Where is he at? Come on, Social Rick. Found it. Where is his reply? Oh, here we are. Alright. This big old long thread that Social Rec and Magog had about YouTube monetization. I was actually going to include this in a bigger discussion about YouTube and monetization and free speech and stuff like that. Why don't you? There we go. Okay. Now, let's see if this works. Try to do something along these lines. Now, I hope. Oh, just mess this up. I think probably a screen share would be a better idea. But, God, I'm doing terrible. That is just terrible. Okay, we'll start with the first one. Copy this. Paste into link. Let's see if I can find... Nope, that's not it. Crystal ball properties. Up. Delete. Paste. Here we go. And that as a thing. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Bam. Alright. Boop. Let's see if this works. Oh, do I have to transition it again? No. What I wonder... Yeah, here we go. Now, my appeal to have my video reinstated was denied. At Team YouTube, you are such Nazis. Apparently, the only politician you're allowed to make fun of is at real Donald Trump. Oh, Jesus Christ, how the fuck does he do that? All the time. At YouTube spits on the Constitution every day. So anyhow. Alright, obviously, John replies. Now, I wonder if this thing moves with me. Will you move with me? No. And you can't really see it. I'm gonna have to work on this crystal ball. Will it slide down? Slide down for me. I should just set up a window that I can use live or a screen share or something. Anyhow. Now, I don't know why. Because the obvious first reaction to this is YouTube's a private company. And they can put what they want on there and do what they want to do. Which is true. And YouTube doesn't have anything to do with the Constitution. So really, what Magog should have said is, YouTube spits on the spirit of free speech every day. That's all he needs to say. They're not obviously breaking the Constitution. They're just not being cool. Which is fucking lame. And YouTube should be cool. Anyhow. Social Rec replies, "Oh, yeah. YouTube is no different than a movie studio or a television network. They determine what message they want to promote." And then Magog replies, "Last I checked, movie studios and television networks don't build themselves as a platform for every person in the world to express themselves on. Your comparison is invalid." Christ almighty. That hurts. So, anyhow, this is also true. YouTube puts himself out there, which, I mean, hell, like, maybe it's a bit of false advertising, in a sense, but I mean, really, who's gonna check them, boo? You know? Who's gonna check them? No one's gonna check them. So, it's kind of, once again, YouTube. Don't be a dick. Like, quit being a dick, YouTube. You're not being cool. So, and then Jerkcast John replies, "They do provide that service, but that doesn't mean they are bound by the First Amendment," which is obvious, and I don't think Magog's really making this case either. Maybe he should. Maybe he's trying to, but whatever. YouTube isn't regulated by the FCC. So their marketing can be as inaccurate as they choose. Which is true. Albeit I don't know who regulates the advertising, because I know there is false advertising laws, but they don't advertise so much. Can Magog pat his own... Oh wait, Psycho, I need to introduce you to something that I like to call... Well, here's the thing. There's only like 5 of you that watch this. So you each get your own voice when I read your chats. And I've been saving a special one for you. So here we go. Can Magog pat his own back anymore? Oy vey! I'll work on that one, as I get your speech text for your text chats, whatever's down, messages down. But Red Feather kind of sounds like Kraut. And Social Rec sort of sounds like a really bad impersonation of Failure for some reason. And I make Eric Foams black. So there's a lot of fun being had at that, and hopefully I can get better at doing this. But anyhow, I'm terrible at it. Just, I'm probably not going to get any better at it. But I don't have anything else to do either. So let's see. Don't build themselves now. I don't know why these are the two responses, because they're not really they're not really, they're somewhat non sequitur to each other. I mean, John's is a little bit more coherent. But I probably would have responded, the accusation thing of the Constitution. But, maybe that's just being pedantic. That's actually being pedantic. Anyhow, he replies, they do provide. Oh, I already said that. Then McGall goes again to reply, really? So I can just walk into Paramount Picture Studios and start filming shit? Upload my content from their offices. Right. YouTube provided us a service once. The New Public Forum. We had a deal. It's not YouTube. It's YouTube, not some people tube. They altered the deal. I know you don't say oy vey. It's not so inaccurate. I just don't say oy vey. Well, you gotta add some things in there. Like, you gotta play the bit up a little bit. It's a, what do you call that thing when like looks good on you, but in Yiddish? It's like a mensch or something shit like that. I don't know. Some kind of money changing talk. But where the hell's Red Feather at? He's come on here so I can do the other chat voices as I go through. Anyhow, moving on. And it sucks. I need multiple monitors so I can have one with like chat up and another one with like what I'm doing up to actually control the thing. And where the hell is Nightbot? Yeah, that was weird. Why? There we go. Get all the way up there. Don't be dumb, browser. Let's see. Hey, it's Malachite. You also get a wrench. I don't have any idea what you might sound like, so it might take a while to come up with a voice for you. I'll figure that one out. Stop. Maybe I'll give you the little Mikey voice. Would you like the little Mikey voice? He's little Mikey. And you gotta just talk like this real fast. But I'll digress. So anyway, let's see. I'm guessing that the browser bar doesn't update along with this. I would probably need a window capture kind of thing for that, or something along those lines. I'll have to work on that for next week because I gotta know better than this. The thing is, I might get like the outside of streaming. I might get an hour or two to actually work on this PC at home when I'm not actually at work. But anyhow, Social Rec goes on to say, well, hypothetically speaking, if you went to Burger King and requested they make you a burger with Kobe beef and they declined, would you call them Nazis because their slogan reads, "Have it your way"? Alright, so obviously this is an unfair comparison. And Magog points this out in his reply. But the thing is, no, you wouldn't do that because they don't have Kobe beef in the first place. Now, if you brought them some, they'd probably say, well, we can't really use crap that we don't buy. And Burger King would probably just make whatever the fuck they would do for you. The problem with this, though, and I think everyone probably knows this thing in here, is you're not the customer at YouTube. I am not a YouTube customer. You are not YouTube customers. We are the product. And the advertisers are actually the customers. Which I gotta, here's the thing with them, and I'll probably get into later on as they get into it. But fuck the advertisers. And much like I say most of the time, fuck the customer too. Because they're not always right, and a lot of times they're fucking stupid. Sure. Sure! Oh, see? Eric Bones is here. And he says, sup, dog? Oi, Malachite! Sure! Hey, Psycho! Oi, Eric! Start streaming software now. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well, is it actually doing that? Are you just freaking out on me? Go. See, you're being a bitch, YouTube. You don't even know what you're talking about. I slowed down. I minimized the delay so I could more easily respond to chat. Oi, Eric! Oi, vey, Eric! So anyhow. So McGaw goes on to say, no! Because I understand what they are selling. Christ. From the get-go, there's a big fucking menu right in front of me. Your comparisons really are just shit. BK isn't a massive public forum for uploading vlogs and personal expressions. They're a burger joint, sometimes chicken. Because I understand what they are selling. From the get-go, there's a big fucking menu right in front of me. Your comparisons. Fucking menu! He's a little deeper on me. That doesn't sound right at all. He's got a little bit deeper of a voice than I do. Albeit I'll probably match him by the end of this. Christ. Gonna sound like a... Anyhow. Well, Jerkcast John goes on to say, there is a big contract you agreed to when you monetized your channel as well. As for people not getting to express themselves, I would agree with you were it not for the fact that I see people expressing their opinions, unpopular or not, regularly on YouTube. Which is true. These people do these things. Once again, the contract is probably poorly written. I don't know. I'll have to look at it if I ever get monetized on YouTube, which probably very much unlikely. Which is true. These people do these things. And also, come on, it's not like they don't change the terms of the contract, or there's no parity in the contract. The contract pretty much just says, I would assume, is pretty much just along the lines of, you know, the contract says we can fuck you over and you have to eat shit and like it. Which is kind of a shitty contract. Anyhow. Yeah, no. I just turned on No, that's 2D. Monetization. It was a click of a button. Plus, what does monetization have to do with anything? Oh, is that so? Then what happened to Sewer Nugget? InfoWars. I made fun of AOC, a politician and public figure. Video gone. Poof! Wrong thing. So you entered into a business agreement with Google without reading the contract? Is what you're telling me? You're right. I must have glossed it. Thou shalt receive no ad revenue if thou art an edgy comedian clause of the contract. Best get me a YouTube lawyer stat. I don't care. That is a lie. He definitely cares about fucking monetization. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this giant fucking thing. You're right. I get demonetized all the time. I care that they deleted political criticism. Which, I don't think he really... I mean, I'm sure he actually probably does care. Because it's stupid. Why fucking delete that? I don't care what business you're in. If your actions are causing another business you are in a partnership with to experience negative public backlash. Okay, so here's the part where I start to get my shekels raised. Public backlash. I'm the public. Right now, when YouTube does this kind of stuff, there's backlash that I want to fucking say too. I will say, hey YouTube, don't do this in the Twitters all the time. That's about as much public backlash as they get. It's about as much public backlash as I would give, and it's about as much as they gotta worry about. I'll get to the advertisers later because they're fucking idiots. But I don't see why that public backlash is any different. There is no public backlash. An article is not public backlash. An article is one journalist publishing something that has a loudspeaker, essentially. It means fuck all to most people. I would almost guarantee you nearly anybody who's not on YouTube or would go to YouTube that wasn't aware of it previously isn't going to stop because of a fucking PewDiePie video that caused them problems years ago or whatever it was. I like my big brain thoughts. They're fun. What negative... Oh, he actually goes on to say this. What negative public backlash? I made fun of a politician dressed as a medieval wizard who talks to a Halloween prop. Oh, the humanity! I'm done with this conversation. Why? This is really a conversation you really need to have, Agog. Because here's the thing. If you can't take down a social wreck with your argument, and I'm not saying I'm trying to either. I'm just saying if you can't convince social wreck that you're right, how the fuck are you going to convince, say, a moderator for YouTube or an executive at YouTube? And so, you know, you got to go through your bosses, Magog. You're supposed to... I'm trying to take over the world. Well, you can't... you know, change this guy. God, I'm going to have to fucking get some water here in about 5 minutes to keep doing this fucking voice shit. Ugh. So anyhow. So, you know, you got to go through your bosses, Magog. I'm trying to take over the world. So anyhow. Sorry, I keep listening to myself on my monitor here on my phone, and I'll like get distracted and stop talking. I can't do that. That's how you get dead air. It becomes miserable, just miserable. So anyhow, he goes on to say, well, since you're claiming to be ignorant of your business relationship with Google and things like the adpocalypse to defend your point, we weren't having a genuine conversation to begin with. Also, I don't care for the insinuation. Oh wait. Next you'll be I forgot the best part. I'm done with this conversation. We won't see eye to eye on this. Next you'll be telling me it's okay to ban black people. Well, who knows? So anyhow. Dude, I've already smoked like... Smoke 50... Oh wait, shit. God damn it. I gotta get better at changing gears too. Smoke 15 cigarettes. That should help with the Magog voice. Goy? Yeah, I've tried. You know, throughout the week, I'll probably go through like... I don't know, 5 days, about 8 packs. Like... Need to try harder and get all the way up to 2. But anyhow. Ah, here we go. Who said anything of Who said anything about the adpocalypse? 2. Monetization has nothing to do with my point. You brought that up. 3. Banning videos based on arbitrary rules that aren't evenly applied is wrong. Period. 4. Your "my private company" argument can be applied to that very situation. I've lost the plot on what my thoughts are now. And, let's see. You're claiming to be ignorant of your business relationship with Google and things like the adpocalypse to defend your point. We weren't having to okay. What the fuck ever. Jerkcast John. Social Wreck. Fucking Edmund Fitzgerald. Then says, number 1, what negative public backlash? 2, monetization changed YouTube from the free platform it was into a business model driven off clicks and advertising. I brought it up because the very existence of it changed the dynamic of the site. True, but it wouldn't have survived otherwise. And let's face it, I don't think anybody wants to make videos just for fun, just forever. If you want to do that for like any longer time, or just, you know, to actually like say you really want to like pound out your art, you know what I'm saying? Like really just become an awesome YouTuber and make these really great videos, you know. You want to be Sargon or something, I don't fucking know. You want to be the next V. And you know, you can't do that in a 40-hour, like, I mean, you probably could, but it's nice to make a little bit. There should be, if they're going to make money from the things that are coming, you know, drawing people to it, then it's kind of on them to share some of that money with the people. Now, the people making the actual content. And they would be so much better off, in my opinion, to not have a lot of rules about who can be monetized, or if they are having rules about it, make them logical. Like, because you can't have 40 billion accounts, right? I mean, you can, but you can't have like the administration cost of trying to figure out who's getting paid for what ad revenue. It would be a nightmare to try and figure out, especially setting it up. So I mean, you'd have to have some tiers, like the ones that make like the good monetization tiers that they come up with. Like you know, gotta have like 1,000 subscribers and so much watch time. That makes sense. But demonetizing videos based on content, that really doesn't make sense. And the reason they do it is because there's this loose tangent between essentially random fucking advertisements over a YouTube video that aren't direct sponsors of that. They're advertising on YouTube. They're not advertising on the Victor Rand channel, okay? They're advertising on the platform. The platform is basically a money changer. It's a money changer, and they're distributing it to their people. So basically, they're just a hub, and then they're paying out a bunch of individual subcontractors for their bullshit. And they can sit there, and obviously they can choose who and what they want to do, but when you're talking about people getting videos, significant amounts of traffic, like a PewDiePie, like a Soph, that he brings up in there with Sewer Nugget, which I don't know why he tagged her in it. Maybe subtweeting's bad, I guess. I don't know. I think it's silly to worry about that when you're not actually talking to them or about them, other than just saying, if I read a tweet talking about anybody, that's not like, it's not like I'm hiding it. You know, anyway, that's a whole different fucking thing. I brought it up because I agree. He agrees. Okay, they agree on 3, which is fine. Then Magog goes, I'm losing my fucking shit again. basically, YouTube needs to actually be like, dude, we don't control the content. That's just all they need to say. You know, the advertisers, instead of being like, well, we're very concerned about where our money is going, they just need to be like, we just want our ads seen, we don't really care. Everybody just needs to play like, they just need to shrug their shoulders when people bitch about that kind of shit and just go, I don't know. Because it's good for them. And if they do it enough, instead of playing with the premise, then eventually it goes away. It won't be a fucking problem. But I think he was talking about, in the example of it, you know, I think he was talking about like some show that got canceled because 30 people wrote a letter. And the fucking dipshits in marketing and advertising with their stupid ass statistics, and you know, like they say, like, well, one complaint is just the tip of the iceberg of a bigger problem. Might be true, but also one complaint doesn't really mean shit. 30 complaints doesn't really mean shit when you're talking about YouTube scale levels of stuff or television scale levels of stuff. You don't change a bunch of stuff because a bunch of fucking pearl clutching moms or, you know, political activists of one stripe or another are going to get their fucking panties in a fucking ruffle over some random video that might have got fucking $30 for its views. It's retarded. I'll actually say that, just like Ethan Ralph in the Kill Stream, where they prevented the Wall Street Journal, or the Wall Street Journal basically fucking wrote a hit piece preventing St. Jude's from getting 30K because some of the donations were a little bit edgy. Who gives a shit? Like, once again, this is one of these situations. Oh, well, not my department. And you just keep passing that buck along. And you pass that buck along in a big circle. And then eventually those people just tire it out. Just tire them out. So anyhow, McGaw goes on to say, I won! Oh. God damn it. I'm gonna need a necromancer to bring me back to life when I choke to death trying to do the fucking voice here. I didn't cause the adpocalypse. I think you're thinking of something else, someone else. Only if you're monetized. Still a free platform for everyone to use and express themselves on. Unless you do wrong think.
Free for 30 days and just $9.99 a month after.
3.
Cancel anytime.
Literally my only point. 4. Is it okay to ban blacks because, quote unquote, private company? Well, maybe not because of private company. Maybe because of other reasons. I'm kidding, of course. But, see, that's just it. They're not a... I'll get to you. No, it's not. But if you're trying to make the case that you having a video block equates in any way to business banning people over their race, then I strongly disagree with you on that detail. Then you've missed the literal interpretation of your own argument. I don't like you for X reason, therefore take your business elsewhere. Doesn't sit well when it's something like Skinkeller and not an edgy comedian, eh? Food for thought. The difference between racial segregation, oppression, and YouTube arbitrarily applying their community guidelines rules are too vast to reduce to a literal interpretation. Which is very true. Man, okay, so that's the end of that fucking thing. I thought I had some bigger brain thoughts on it, but I really don't. I was just fucking around with that. Ah, Christ. Alright, let's see what's going on. Oh, what's going on with chat? Sorry, let's see. Malachite says things. Oh yeah! Okay, Psychos. It's a contract! Damn it! I can't fucking... Oh. It's a contract! I can't do this with the fucking headphones on. Let's try this again. Yeah. With cans on, it's hard to hear myself. I'm just like not doing well at that. Oi, Eric! It's a contract I would write for a free service, boys! Don't you besmirch pubes! Oh, that was awful. Smoke! Why? I keep going to just a high-pitched fucking dog. This is retarded. Let's see, smoke 15... I can't. Alright, he just said smoke 15 cigarettes should help with Magog. Rec loves to devil's advocate. It's great. Yeah, I don't know if he's not so much. I don't think he's doing that. I think he actually believes in that. I agree with Magog, dog. Ban black people from YouTube, nigga. Eric Foam says. He is a good boy. Keep going into Magog voice. I've done it too long. Now I'm stuck. I'm gonna change out of Magog gear. Gotta channel my inner Shekel hound. YouTube is scared of outrage left. Color me shocked. Yeah, but they shouldn't be. No one should be. No one should be scared of any outrage mob ever. Like, they are not anything to anyone to listen to. Just plow the fuck on, or deny culpability. That's the thing. All the advertisers, YouTube, they can all have plausible deniability. They all have culpability. They don't have any liability. Like, nothing. No one's going to stop buying a Ford because Ford advertised on YouTube and YouTube paid some edgy guy to say, you know, made an oven joke or some bullshit. St. Jude's. They're not associated with people who deny the Holocaust when they get a check from a bunch of random people who maybe or maybe not deny the Holocaust. All they go is, well, we just got a check. We don't really care. All they had to do. Oh, really? Oh, well, that's too bad. Cha-ching! Like, no one's gonna. Somebody tried to bring up the argument that their other donors would pull out if they accepted that money, and it's like, oh, so you're telling me that you can get a Wall Street Journal article to say, like, oh, they took this money for how the alt-right is giving cancer kids money, and that's terrible. But St. Jude's can't throw a few bits of money to some journalist to write an article about how these 7 people decided to stop funding St. Jude because they took a $30,000 check. They were like, I mean, how easy it is to spend that to just be like, you know, let's say Donald Trump pulled his yearly donation. You know, Donald Trump didn't like the people that I can't. See, this is why I'm not a journalist. You know, but basically it's like, oh, won't somebody think of the children? These guys just stopped donating because we took a little bit of money from here that we didn't even have any control over. We just got the check and was like, hey, that's the end of it. Shit. There was something else. I don't know. That's enough about that. The thing is, everybody can just stand around the room and not worry about it. Easiest thing to do. I love the not my department. Wish it was my middle name. A little bit of apathy would go a long way in society. Everybody seems to think it's the other thing, but it's not. Let's go ahead and get rid of the crystal ball because I sure as hell didn't get any knowledge out of that. Boom. Boom. I hope the thing keeps playing. Oh, why did it do that? Why don't I have... What happened with sound? Oh, it just hadn't started again. That was a little dead air. Wasn't expecting. Moshami-shan. And Koto. Look at these guys. Oh, you can't see them, but I can understand them. Alright. What else is going on in the goddamn YouTube world? I can't even think. I got dead air. I should just quit and wrap it up. You know what I need to do is get a little break thingy, so I can like go to commercial and do that thing that, you know, when you go to commercial. That way I can get a more delicious sun-kissed and try and lubricate this throat. I cracked myself up with that one. Oh yeah. Let's see. Is my Discord open? Where is that? I don't have any I don't really have any whatchamacalls. I really didn't have anything else to talk about. What else did I do today? Oh! Okay. So I went to a new Chinese restaurant for lunch, and it's quite good. A place called Joey Chang's, and got the beef or like black pepper steak. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's basically just, you know, strips of flank steak with green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and then a black peppercorn sauce, some white rice, and some crab rangoon. Joey Chan. Nah, it was Joey Chang's. I don't know. Is it a chain? Maybe it's a chain. That'd be cool if it was a chain. Oh yeah. But freaking delicious. It was really, really good. The crab rangoon was good. They did the little style where it's like a little, like, I don't know, like a little, whatchamacallit, shut up, YouTube. You don't know what you're talking about. Go away. I don't need to open ingestion settings. You're dumb. There's data. Don't be dumb. You're going to come back. You're welcome. You're welcome, goy. They got a little crab rangoon. They're like basically like a little bucket, and then they got like 4 corners where they close it up. They're that kind, which I prefer over the ones that look like an empanada. So that was really good. We're gonna have to go back there because that was. Next time I want to try some of the calamari, which is probably not gonna be all that good, but the because we're landlocked, so it's not fresh. But the yeah. So what else did I have too? I have other stuff. I had other stuff that I was thinking of, and then you go live and you just freeze on it and you just start fucking winging it, which is terrible thing to do. The let's see, what else was there? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to check this goddamn encoder. I haven't gotten this problem for a while. Well, I haven't actually ever gotten this problem. I bet it's because I changed the thing to where it's not whatever it is. But I have to figure that out. And I gotta get a window cap thing. Let's see. I need to add that station meme to that thing. Look at him. Look at Sargon's face. He's got a big face. Wonder what else is going on in the... Oh, I already talked about Jeffrey Epstein. That was the other thing. Well, shit. I already talked about Jeffrey Epstein. I talked about some Chinese food. I talked about Magog and Social Rec having their back and forth. And no one ever got any further from it, I don't think. That was just a waste of time, and it probably wasn't even that entertaining. Probably the most entertaining portion was just hearing me choke trying to do Magog's voice poorly. So that was fun. Anyone else got anything to talk about? No? Wow. Not really. I should have done some more preparing. I think I might go get the AC in my car. that'll be good. That'll be a good thing. And once that's fixed, even though I'm not depending on that to fix, I gotta fix my remote locks. Like, they work. Well, they don't work, but they do work. Like, the actuators and everything, it was just the actuator got disconnected from the actual mount. And, what? Jeff Holiday is a bread tuber. So, what you're saying, what you're telling me is that Jeff Holiday is now a communist. Oh, that's gonna be enjoyable. Man. You know, let me get Christmas, let me get 2 days of Christmas here. Tell me that Mundane Matt is gonna become one as well. Because that'll be real fun. The Boulderversary was last night. So that was a thing. I actually listened to it over there on D Live. It was alright. It wasn't all that. I mean, it was kind of funny, but it kind of reminded me of, what do you even call it? It reminded me of a bunch of dudes, like, going back to their high school to relive their glory football days. They're like, oh yeah, there was that time that this thing happened, which it was funny. But then they talked about some of the VidCon stuff that happened between Dick Masterson and Mundane Matt. It was some pretty funny shit. Because it's basically just them being a, you know, I think Mundane Matt's search for being finally a popular kid is just the most hilarious thing that could happen. Because, you know, you're supposed to kind of get over that. It's just like failure in the fucking, that VidCon 2017 thing where Bugsy didn't let him sit at the cool kids table. And, which, you know, fuck Bunty. Like, that guy's a fucking turd. Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, they were listening to it. They were, like, kind of stream sniping. I thought about switching over and getting into his chat, but I was working at the time. I couldn't really, like, get into that. I just had to kind of not fuck around on my phone. And just let it play in the background and not do a thing. I don't know why he would do such a thing. It's out there. Like, you can see it. You can listen to it, I'm pretty sure. And really, you know, if he just had the enough self-awareness, I like I don't know, why would you try and revise that? Just be like, look, I got a little Cincy pants. You know, apparently he's a little Cincy pants. Okay, I don't know if you guys have watched this television show. It's a new one. Relatively new one. It's on season 2 now. It's called Yellowstone. And, actually, there's 2 really good TV shows that we started watching. Yellowstone is one of them. It's basically about this fucking ranch dude that's had this ranch for generations. They're gonna, you know, keep the land, and it's like a ranch the size of like it's like a ranch the size of fucking Connecticut or some big ass, like some small state. Like, it's huge. And so anyhow, they're trying to protect the ranch from this fucking casino developing Native American dude, and this other like California fucking yuppie that's a real estate developer, and then some other people get involved. So, you know, shit's changing now at the moment. But anyhow, there's all these shenanigans and stuff that goes on, and you've got these kids, and they're all adults, right? And he's got this one son named Jamie who he sent off to Harvard to become a lawyer so he could argue in court to protect the ranch and, you know, against developers and do all that legal shit. And his sister is basically like this, like, emotionally, well, she's just a chick. And she's also a lawyer of some kind, or like a corporate headhunter. So, you know, sort of the same sort of gimmick going on. She moved back to help with the ranch. Like, not help with the actual ranch work, but help with all this business stuff. What? Your parents are way cooler than you are, Psycho. great show. In the last episode, these like two dudes like broke in, shot her fucking intern, shot the daughter to the intern, and was like trying to rape her. And she's like, "Just do it, motherfucker! You can't even get it hard." It was great. It's a great show. Or at least I'm really enjoying it. So there's that. But anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, hey, there's fucking Nightbot. What the fuck? You lazy ass goddamn. I time you the fuck out. Put you in time out, motherfucker. Can I time out Nightbot? Yeah. And she's like, she basically tells him that he ought to like off himself because he's not a man. And why is this stupid thing buffering? I'm gonna figure it out now. I'll have to reset that eventually. Anyhow, so I keep on anyhow, so like, anyhow, so like, anyhow, so like. So then he goes and like almost does it, and then his dad rides out there on a horse, and they have a little chit chat. I sent you off to college. You needed time here to do this. And then he makes him move in with all the fucking cowboys that live in the bunkhouse together, which is kind of fucking stupid. I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you want a job where you have to live in a job? That would suck. I mean, I know Montana and the distances involved, but like, you don't get paid enough to get a little one bedroom somewhere. Like, you can, in the generations that your family had the goddamn land, you couldn't make a bunch of maybe individual little apartments. They all gotta live together. Like, there's like a dude in that fucking bunkhouse that is 60, pushing 60, and he's living with a bunch of other dudes like they're like college kids. Terrible living situation. So anyhow, like, so he sends him there to live with those guys, and where am I going on? Oh, so she basically tells him like, you know what your problem is, Jamie? She's like, you worry more about how other people see you than how you see yourself, right? And that's fucking Mundane Matt's problem. And that's the point I was trying to get to 10 minutes ago. Yeah. And strangely enough, that sister is in this show that I started watching called Britannia. And it's about the second invasion of the Romans into, Celtic Britain. And she plays like the daughter of the chief. And that's a good show too. That show was strange. Now, also I'll say the biggest downside of Britannia is this fucking terrible goddamn intro music that it just doesn't fit. In fact, let's see if we can find it. We'll go ahead and play it because it's fucking awful. Britannia theme song. Yeah. It's called Hurdy-Gurdy. And it fucking sucks. And this show, remind you, it's about the invasion of fucking the Romans. Okay? It's like basically a fantasy song. Of course there's gonna be a fucking ad. Shut up for a minute. And what's the name of that horror movie you posted the other day in the Discord? I don't know. Was the post gone? I'll figure it out in a second. Figure it out in a minute. The two monsters that are a mom and son that fuck and are scared of cats. What? I don't remember any of that. We'll try and figure that one out. Which Discord? Which server? Is it the dump? Okay, here it goes. Listen to this fucking nonsense. This is a thing that goes with, like, it goes with, why does it, Sleepwalkers? I don't even know. I've never watched this movie. But this is the music that goes with like a medieval kind of fantasy show. What sense does that make? It makes no sense. Hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-gurdy. Terrible. The music is fucking awful for that show. Or at least the opening theme and the ending theme. But the first episode was really good. Like, there's humorous moments, and it's kind of it's a little corny, but it's serious and very violent and graphic. Oh, it also happens to have David Morrissey, who played the governor in the Walking Dead. He's the Roman general that goes to take shit over. But the funny shit is, the guy who is the druid. They're basically like people under the stairs that are really into magic, and they do all kinds of shit. They kind of have like Jedi mind powers. That's kind of a druid thing. They're like Jedis, but instead of lightsabers, they have like old chicken bones. And and there's an exile from them that's like walking around. He's kind of like the third main character or whatever. And he's a freaking just nuts off his fucking rocker. But the daughter is in this show, or the redheaded broad is in this show and Yellowstone. Albeit she's blonder in Yellowstone. She doesn't look quite as good in whatchamacallit. Let's see. We got the dump chat. So, the dump should be in this here dump. Chris Chan. Let's see if I can find something I posted here. I imagine it's probably not in the thing anymore. I wonder if I can search just for my postings. I don't know how to do that. I wish I could. I wonder when I was in here last. You sure I posted it? I don't do a lot of posting. I don't even remember doing it. Where am I? Wonder. Oh, wait. First of all, get her back. Well, I mean, I have done show prep, and it actually did help. When I was explaining where dark matter comes from, Thursday at 10:59 p.m. So that would have been a 1 Who the hell is Lemmy Caution? Let me caution you. There are other views, and people don't agree about the rules you set. And vowing vengeance for breaking your rules just sounds dumb. 90% of society agrees to the rules regardless of what you think. Regardless of what you think. Yeah. Yeah. I am not. Wait, 16 suit.
And game on the screens you choose.
I should get
Play on
better
TV,
at doing stuff.
computer, or the latest Pixel phone. Pause on
No,
one, jump
fucking
back in on another.
dumb.
Play your way. Download the Stadia Founders Edition
Who
at
the fuck is Lemmy
stadia.com.
Caution? After all the generations, Jews like to be Southern. I advocate. Koreans like to be. Right, so go be with Jews in Israel. Actually, I'm reading your thing. Blacks like to be with blacks. Israel isn't my land. Neither is this. I was born here. Who the fuck is Lemmy Conch? Oh, fun. What the fuck is this person talking about? There's a lot. What? I love all of Foucault's books. Maybe I'm not. Sure you're not. What the fuck is going on? Look at this. Was it in the dump submissions? Cause that would have been a thing. Why am I? Why can't you just look yourself? I'm not even seeing it. I don't think I posted it. Cause I'm like all the way back to 37, 2019. But then we got this. I was always in fights. My dad made me work with him just so I could develop muscles to fight bullies. Napoleon, Peter Pan. That upsets me, Psycho. Should have never had to go through that ever. Pretty damn close. Maybe caution. Amy. What? 80. Kids are cruel. That's why I refuse to breed. I won't allow a kid to deal with that. Well, that's fucking dumb. That's just a silly reason not to breed. Just think they cost too much money. That's a good reason. I'm not being like, oh, kids are mean. Fuck those kids. That's the crucible of life. It's a good thing. Where's this motherfucker? I don't want to kick Jennifer Conley, kick out Miley from the state, re-educate. That's why I always want. We need another, as if I need another goddamn reason to justify existence. They've got more money and power. And other things. So by your own standards, you can have. No, I can have it. So Milo Kunis is mine. I want hetero, you want homeochrome eyes, heterochrome. Why do you want two different colored eyes? Well, look at you and your. Oh! That's not a movie, Psycho. Actually, it is a movie. It's called Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. With, yeah. But that was not, I don't think I mean, you could just get two different fucking contacts. Man, reading Discord stuff could almost be a show in and of itself. Let's see. I wonder if anyone's like just hanging out and talking. Ended up talking to Cog for like 2 seconds that way, which was kind of stupid. That was when I don't know, Uwe was in there, and that was all like, he was like, "Oh, tell me how you make all this great content, essentially. How do you do all this cool stuff?" He's a nice boy. He's a little spurty, I think. I don't fucking know. Sounds like you just really need friends. One thing I don't like about how do you just get Discord and just be like, oh wait, there it is. Jump to present. Oh, look. There's Charlie Dango. I don't know if he caught this earlier, but I was reading the chat between he and Magog. That was super fun. Well, it was kind of fun for me. It was kind of hurt. That's a real scene. Yeah. Why would you? But okay. The two monsters that are mom and son are scared of cats. Why do you get scared of cats out of that? Like, that's crazy talk. And every time that freaking Sargon face pops up, it just makes me laugh. It's like a big fat cat. I need to take this image back into GIMP and Charlie Dan. I need to take that image back into cat and make him into a cat person. I think that'd be hilarious. You know what's really weird? Okay, so like anyhow, the this image reel thing. Okay, so I was working with DaVinci video editing software, and half the shit that I brought in there just wouldn't pop in. But I think it's because I changed the file location address, because I actually put them in files, and I actually put them in files, and so that changed the addresses to some of them. But maybe you can't mix like JPEGs and GIFs and all this stuff in the same video editor and have them play. But the single pictures would work seemingly fine. But I don't see why you couldn't put GIFs into a video timeline and have them play. You know? I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do it that I just haven't figured it out. Because DaVinci is a little involved as far as I think it might even be a little more complicated than Vegas or, you know, After Effects or anything. But it's a really good program. I just need to learn how to use it. Or it's called Resolve, I guess. That's what I made this image roll with. Which I kind of wish there was there needs to be more options when you like put a clip into something. Something like a photo. I need to be able to just put all the photos in and then go to like one thing, select them all, then make them all, you know, uniform length. It's stuff like that. It would be nice. I imagine you could probably change the default time played when you put something in there. You can add GIFs to a Premiere timeline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can add GIFs to any timeline, but I just when I put them in, I put the things in the media clip pool, and then I got the bright idea to go and organize things into folders, because I had a bunch of folders, or I didn't have a bunch of folders, but I had all this shit that I didn't want to scroll through. And so, you know, I did that. And then I think it changed, since it changed the address like inside the computer of where those things are, I think it made them offline or invisible to the computer or to the software itself. I don't know. That's my best guess. Because I know you can use GIFs. I put some in and they were working in the actual thing. I was mixing Sleepwalkers with Cat's Eye. Yeah. No, it was Bill and Ted's Bodex Journey too. So, there was that. But yeah, so like, yeah, DaVinci is a pretty dope little editing software. I need to add more stuff to it and like, and fix. Like, you know, I like this scene here. I did a little gamma thing with it when it actually plays. Brighten it up. But what I need to do is go in and take my pictures and all the source and make that all like a uniform or a uniform pixel dimensions, you know, so everything's like 16 by 9. and get all that
With YouTube Music
squared
Premium,
away and
explore your
uniform
favorite
and
albums, music
stuff.
videos,
I don't
and
know
more,
how I would do that with
even
this.
when you're
Maybe just put
offline
2 of
or
them.
lock your screen.
So it's
Get
like
it all ad-free.
you get
YouTube
double the
Music
rec.
Premium, free for 30
Yeah,
days,
you'll have to
just
exactly.
$9.99 a month after.
That's what I
Cancel
figured.
anytime. Restrictions apply.
The browsing, man. I'm sure you've probably seen such a thing before. Nothing new. But the let's see if this son of a bitch will. Here we go. Here it comes. Get on there. Looking for control surface. There's no such thing. No such thing as control surface. DaVinci Resolve Fairlight console. This whole free software, which is really nice, actually. Just to come on now. Here we go. Yeah. Now, see, I can't figure out in like the start render process, all that stuff is so strange to me. Go into OBS, create a new source, get a, let's see, a window. Is it a window? Display capture. Boom. And boom. Okay. So, there's that. So there's the actual, like, just sharing my screen. So when you go into the display thing, like, this is your render screen. And it's got all this stupid stuff here. This is for adding music. It's like an audio mixer, which is fine. Haven't really had a whole lot to do with this yet, because I haven't done any voiceover stuff, which I imagine will be what I'll cut my teeth on that for. I don't know how to operate any of these dynamics or EQs because all these like controls are just odd, and the off-click buttons don't do anything. I don't like that, but it looks pretty cool. And then you have your color change stuff here, so you can do all your color matching, which I wish I knew how to do that professionally because I actually would just color match like across the. See, I got JPEGs, I got pings. I bet I could add a GIF in there and it would work just fine. And I wish you could just go in, but that's in the color match part. And I think you can actually change it. See, this little thing here, I don't know what the hell that does. Like, what is this? Does it do anything? No. Does it do anything here? If I just click one of these little tabs, what does this do? Nothing. I get little, like, I can make a box. I can make a box for some reason. Don't know why. Don't know how that works. And the other thing I really hate. Okay. Oh, well, son of a bitch. Usually, if you hold your stuff over here, okay, so this bypasses this. But if what does this do? I don't know. What does this do? The fuck is a gang timeline wipe? Doesn't make sense. Gang viewer zoom with video output. What the fuck does that mean? Don't have any idea. This changes your thing to a hand? Okay. So what? That's just a display thing. But what's really nice is like almost every window you can do. No stills created. I guess this is where you take screenshots or do your samples, maybe, for color matching or color fixing. That is a node. But this is a node. You're a node. Oh wait, what does that do? Boop. Oh, okay. Weird. Now it just changes colors? What does that do? Why does this do that? What does that mean? Delete link. What does it do? What does it do? And then you got all these curves, which I don't know how to like actually make them work. Apparently this goes into, that inverts everything. Okay, so that's that. Then you can like make the gamma out, change the curves, wash it out a little bit. And let's see what I need to figure out is, okay, what is that? Hue versus hue. Hue versus saturation. Input hue, saturation. Like, how does this work? Like, I kind of know how it works. Here versus luminosity. That's probably smart. So you could probably change the actual brightness of blues or something. I don't know. Cool though. You can add oh yeah, you can add certain curves to it. See, I do know a little bit about this. You can add different nodes along the points here, so you can like accentuate certain colors out and make stuff like different. I think we're just changing gears now. We're going to do a little experimenting in DaVinci. So that's the color curve panel. Qualifier. What the hell is a qualifier? Is this where you would luminance? Okay. Does that make your whites white and your blacks darker? Is that what that does? I don't know. See, how does this relate to this node up here? That's what I don't get. Reset node grade. Okay. And see, what would be really nice is, oh, selection range. Look at that. Picker. This is probably subtract colors, add colors. Hue versus luminance allows you to boost cut luminance of a selected color range. Yeah, you can make certain colors less or more bright. More of that. And your saturation, I think, because I love a high saturation. Can you go above 100%? Probably not. High soft, let's see. What does that do? That doesn't do anything. Hue soft. Low soft. Ah, the low and high end. Okay. What is this? Red, your greens. Oh, 3D. Oh. RGB. Oh, okay. What does this bitch do? Window. So that would be, so you could change your color grades within a certain. Okay. Focus? Oh, maybe this is so you can change it over a timeline. Start forward tracking. So let's try this. We'll just grab little bits here. Just kind of fuck around with it. That changes the whole thing. Vocals this. Let's see. Add nodes. Oh, okay. See, what does that mean? Qualifier is a way to do secondary color correction by key. Okay. I'm not going to act like I know what that means. But let's just say that I'm going to tracker tilt analysis is state. Okay, so that's zoom analysis is disabled. What does it mean by analysis, though? What am I analyzing? Interactive mode. Initializing auto tracker. Okay. Do it again. Run it backwards. Okay. What am I supposed to do with this? What does this do? How does that change the picture? So like as the thing plays, it'll match the color during this clip? Is that what's going on? And then you can like keyframe it to do different shit as you go. So I got color wheels here. Well, let's move on to the next one. What's this one? Tracker is motion tracking. It tracks pixel movement within the area you designate with the tracker tool. Oh. So it tracks motion. So it tracks pixel changes as detected as motion. Oh wait, look at this. What is this doing now? Now it's got all this stuff on here. Why does it have all this stuff on here? Let's link. Can I link these and make it? Oh, what does that do? Oh. And look at that. There, it did something. But I gotta take both, and then I get them back. Huh. Okay. So then maybe you play it, and it washes out for half a second. Who fucking knows? I don't fucking know. Scaling? The fuck the scaling? Unlink. Let's see. Undos. What does this do anyway? Blur. Blurs. I don't know what the fuck that means. If you want to adjust the image, position, rotation, use Fusion. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. What is this here? What the fuck does this do? Sizing? That would be that one. Key input. Key input. Key output. I don't know what a key is. Key should just be a point along the thing. And then, see, why does this just hang out here? Like, is this does this represent the entire length of the clip? How much space it comes up with? Like, what is going on with this? If I put it up here, what does it matter? You know? Like, okay. Like, why is it there? What is that? Loop on. Loop on the third. Don't have any idea what this does. But I know if I change the gain, I can purple shit out, do that stuff. Because you're basically pressing up on a mixer of color. Offset. Oh, makes things prettier in the certain scale. I don't fucking know. Gamma pretty much does the same thing. So like this one here, gain up this, offset that. Alright. So some of the negative area sort of does that. And lift does this? What does this do? I still don't understand what the hell this thing does. Lock node. Lymph node. LUTs. What the fuck is an LUT? Fusion is the tab to the left of the color tab. Yeah, I know. This is for your when you go to change clips. So you can do media in, media out. I don't really know what the hell that means. Like, I imagine it's like clip 1, clip 2. Right view, viewing on right view. What about this one? Should be this and this. So, let's say... Oh wait, is this every node you got? What does this mean? What am I doing there? Okay. Is that like a... Maybe I could get media 2? Or maybe it's how the clip starts and ends? But what I don't understand is what's the significance of this? What is that doing? What does that mean? Like, why does this field even have to go up that high? Lift, gamma, and gain adjust color within a mid, low, and high range luminance value. Okay. That somewhat makes sense, but basically, as far as I can tell, it's just making certain things brighter, certain things less bright, or changing, bringing out certain colors in a certain sense. But like, let's say, what's this? Okay, P emitter. Particles created. Okay, so let's say going here to here. No. What does this do? The fuck is a P emitter? Can I link these two? This thing? No. What is this circle? I don't know. Can I just drop you on the timeline there? Particle emitter. What does this do? P merge. Like, I'm sure I could use a thing to do with it, but I just don't know what. Let's try something stupid like this. Okay, we put a shape in. Okay, here it is. I want to see it. Oh look, it's Blender. So this would be shape 3D. Let's say can I link it to this bitch? Oh, so this is how when they do that image within image thing. Right. Can I link this stuff? Okay. So you can put text blocks and stuff in there. Battery nearly dead now. You add adjustment nodes between the source input and the output nodes. Okay. Well, that's smart and everything, but I don't know what a source input and output node is. Like, I kind of get it that it's going to be a thing. Perspective. So that's, what is that? Taking the source material and putting it into a shape? Why doesn't it tell me what kind of shape I can have? Like here, merge. Okay. I want to see this happen over here. Perspective, perspective. Media out. I guess that's a fade out. What about this? Polygon. That is connected to stuff. Like, what does this stuff all do? I have no idea. That changes that around. Where's my z-axis? Why can't I rotate this? Because it's like Blender. It's pretty much the... Oh. Let's try and just put text. Cut. Cut. Cut you all out. Ellipse. One. That's another thing, man. I gotta figure out how to get everything in the fonts folders, because I don't... Like, this should just go to the computer fonts folder, right? But I have fonts downloaded. Where do I put them? Well, I don't want to get into those advanced controls. Where can you actually put the stupid thing in? Where's my text box? Comments. There we go. Hide incoming connections. Translation? I don't know what that does. It's visible. Both. Type, point, rotation, layout, text. Oh, that's where you type it. Oh, neat. This stream has now become Victor Learns Da Vinci. Poorly. So that moves it forward. That moves it side to side. Okay. If I center this, how do I get I know what the vertexes are. But I want to change the angle. Here, these things? No, that. H anchor. Those are the 3 anchors. I want to rotate the pitch. What's extrusion? Oh, cool. More subdivisions or less? Bevel. Forced monospace. I don't know what that means. Ooh, okay. Do your spacing there. See, now I wonder, what is this? That, like, there's a little button there. Oop. What does this mean? Pivot. Value 1. Oh. Pivot Z. Rotation. There we go. Look at that. Whee! Oh, okay. Happy dancing letters. Look at that spin. Yeah. Oh man. What does this mean? Wow! You can make spin letters! Look at them, they spinning! Oh man, this is fun. Super fun for me. Huh. Alright. Well, that's cool. So you could essentially go and have, maybe you use this as a, I don't know. Let's keep exploring. What do we got here? Merge 3D. That just does the thing. Huh. Subview. I should probably end this stream because I'm basically just divulged into trying to figure out how to do this. Camera 3. camera? From what? Let's see. I bet you can do lighting. Pass through lights. Huh. That's super interesting too. What is this? Render 3D. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand any of what's going on. What is this? Rectangle. Okay. Show me the rectangle. There we got a rectangle. There we got a circle. Polygons. Okay, so I've made a polygon. Why is it doing that? Huh. Interesting. Are these like animations? I'm gonna have to do a lot of learning. Have to do a lot of learning. Then we got the editor. JPEG. Oh, that's the organization. What any of that does. I guess. Cut. Can you also add here though? Snapping. That probably puts all your cuts together. I don't know. I gotta end the stream. I have definitely rambled on to no avail. Wasted everyone's time. But we did figure out who killed JFK, Lincoln. Jeffrey Epstein. It was Rafael Cruz. Hitler's been trying to stop him for years. Gotta get rid of this here. Display caption. There we go. Transition back over.